safety is number one. Number one stunner. That's what safety is, a number one stunner. It's too fucking hot for this thing. Like, I left for work this morning, it was 27 degrees. Now it's almost 60. Oh yeah. Oh man, look, those cool people being cool. Wear fancy clothes. You know what I wear? Black. Every day, black. Black shoes, black shirt, black hat, Cadillac. Man in black. Back in black. Want to paint it black. Black in the saddle again. That's not a real song that time, but it worked for my blackness. Man, that grass is really green. Looking so good. Much color, very vibrant. Jeep, 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 jeep. Let's see, it is 6:03. Just like 2 weeks ago, this was Winter Wonderland. Or was that last week? No, that was like last week. I was saying, I haven't been streaming for 2 weeks. One time I was coming this direction, and a friend of mine from work apparently got into a nasty little accident right here. And then I saw him sitting on the side of the road, and I tried to call him and be like, yo, I'll give you a ride, yo. And he's like, I'm ignoring this call because I'm too freaked out about the accident right now. And then I went on my way. That's the story. That gentleman later on went on to become Mr. Mustachio on Twitch and Twitter. No, sorry. On I believe he's called That Mustachio. On Twitch, he is Mr. Mustachio. It's a good show on Twitch to watch if you ever get an opportunity to check him out when he's streaming live. I don't know if he still does it because it's been a little bit since I've watched it due to my schedule at work. But he used to do like a Wheel of Fortune kind of thing called the Wheel of Suck. And he used to have a bottle of Punishment Tequila that anytime he would have to suffer the consequences of Punishment Tequila, he would hurl. Never actually hurled on stream, but he would hurl off stream. It's hilarious watching his suffering on Twitch. Got a new laptop from a bro named Zach at work. It's a Asus something, but it has initials JW in it. So I don't remember exactly which model, but it's the Asus something JW something. So this laptop should work for me pretty swell. Oh man, is that Spectrum truck that's up there? I wonder if they're gonna go out there and engineer some fibering of the networks. That's a catchy song. That's a theme song I like. Kroger's theme song. Juice bar, fresh healthy food, now open and now hiring. I myself do enjoy juice bars. I wish I could live off those entirely, but I can't because they're expensive. Pop quiz for y'all, you know, the whole like 0 people who watch this. Did you know that Master P splits his time between New Orleans I don't know if you caught that part, but Master P splits his time between Nolens, Louisiana, and Louisville, Kentucky. Homes in both places. Now he lives in Louisville with a lot of his family because we gave them a home and supported a lot of the people from New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina hit. Louisville was one of the top destinations and cities for displaced denizens from the area to move to and live after the events of the hurricane. And we took them with open arms because we're that kind of city. And a lot of Master P's family end up here, so that's why he spends a lot of time here now. He's also on a lot of local commercials for like different attorneys and stuff. And And like a pawn shop, I think he did a commercial for one as well. Hilarious. But yeah, the attorney's commercial, you know, a couple old white guys, and they're just in there doing like No Limit Soldier, like, like that's not even you say, come on, man, didn't you actually listen to the song, man? And like, probably not, because we're old white people. Na. Let me see you say, you know. This road on my right is rocking out. Alright, people, it's 6:12 on the Friday before a holiday. Specifically, it's Good Friday. A lot of places were closed on Good Friday. And a lot of places closed early, and a lot of people left work and started going on vacation, because not only is it Good Friday, it's spring break for the all the schools in the state pretty much next week. Why is so much traffic around? Y'all should be heading out there to your vacation destinations. Heading out to Destin and Daytona like y'all do. YouTube app keeps crashing. I updated to Oreo this morning, and they have crashed a few times before. Every once in a while, this crashed 3 times in this stream today after I updated to Oreo. So I think there's an issue with Oreo on YouTube. But you would think they would have edited that one out a little bit more, because Google owns both.
Kim meeting. Where do you think this is going?
Well, I think that
We think, Chichink, Spink, British Columbia, Argentina, Morocco, Rocky. Oh, never mind. I see what's going on. Cops are directing traffic due to it also being Good Friday, and we just passed Six Flags Over Jesus. And Six Flags Over Jesus does a huge Easter spectacle during like the week or 2 weeks up to Easter, and so everybody's hanging out, being cool for that thing. Yeah, see, doesn't matter what the lights are over here doing. It's all about what the cops say to do, because of the huge amount of traffic for Good Friday worship at Six Flags Over Jesus. And I'm not being despairing against Christianity in this statement by calling it Six Flags Over Jesus. That is legit what even many of the patrons of Southeast Christian Church, it's the proper name, that many of the patrons of Southeast Christian Church, which is an evangelical church, they too call it Six Flags Over Jesus due to its size and grandeur. It is a quite grandiose church. Not as bad as Joel Osteen. Fuck that guy. But it is on, pretty near getting to that level. There are actually rumors that they are looking for a new campus to grow even larger and even bigger. They have, I think, like 10 sites around the region right now. That's their main site, and it's bigger than a lot of corporate campuses for large, giant businesses. Like, I've been to the McAfee building in Austin, Texas, for McAfee antivirus. Pales in comparison to the size of Southeast Christian Church. Southeast Christian is like the size of like a basketball arena, like a decent sized NBA basketball arena. This Mustang Bro is being a douche. Fucking Mustang drivers. Maybe it's one of those ones that go down to Mustang Week down there in Florida. I believe it's just outside Daytona. It probably does the burnouts right there at that one intersection that's well known for doing burnouts. And then just a ton of people lose control, just crashing their shit. But that's one of those bros. Me, on the other hand, you know what I want? I either want a 77 or a 79 Trans Am. Big old eagle on the hood. That's my style. And if I went with the 79, I think I would like the 400 in it, not the 403. And the 403 is the automatic transmission. 400 had the manual. It was a 4-speed. For the time, it had a big motor. It was pretty powerful. You know, modern standards is like. At that time, it was pretty decent considering a lot of the regulations that started going to play around that time period. That basically slowed everybody's road quite a bit. So back to what I was saying earlier, new laptop. That means I'm gonna wipe my old laptop. Actually, I'm not gonna wipe it. I'm going to copy some information off of it onto the new laptop first. Then I'm gonna wipe the old laptop and make it available for the little lady to use. The big lady has her own fancy laptop, which is pretty powerful and pretty decent. The little lady, she has a phone. She's going to middle school next year, and I'm pretty certain they will either give her some sort of like Chromebook or something similar that she can borrow and lease out from the school, or maybe an iPad. They do that now. That's new to me, news to me. I was not aware that happened, but apparently that's what's going to happen. But regardless, I figure it'd be good for her to have a laptop that's not school owned and managed and not locked down, that she can do whatever the hell she wants to on it. Because something happens, you know, I got a stick I can throw on there and be like, boop, 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 done, wiped, start fresh. Just like I broke my Raspberry Pi this morning by accident by trying to change it from Jesse over to Stretch. Don't do that at home unless you are on site with it. Don't try a remote change on that iOS on it, or not iOS, on the OS. Sorry, I deal with a lot of Cisco and Alcatel devices in my job, and Juniper. So from dealing with Cisco and Alcatel, I use the term iOS for a ton of stuff. Juniper uses Junos, Junos, Junos. So if I'm talking about Juniper, I will specifically say Junos, but everything else, I just say iOS out of habit. My phone today got updated to Android iOS, or the Android iOS got updated to Oreo, for example. So yeah, I broke my Pi, thus it broke my PBX, because the PBX runs behind it on a bridge setup, and my Pi was routing all the ports and protocols so the PBX would operate. And it's dead. I cannot download an extension at home right now. It means when I leave work and I'm on call, people can't call me, because I gave all the people at work the number for my PBX, and when they call it, they get an IVR that says, you've reached the, it says, you've reached the personal IVR of James. Please press 1 to dial him at any number he has available, or press 2 if you'd like to be left on hold forever to never be seen or heard from again, goodbye. And that's my IVR. So you hit 1, it legit, it's set up to a find me, follow me. It will ring me anywhere I'm at. It will ring my cell phone, it rings my desk phone, it'll ring my home phone. If I go to my dad's or I'm going to a friend's place and for some reason there's no cell service out there, I can hop into my PBX real quick and add their number in and make it dial me at their number. And then if you press option 2, it will literally put you on hold and leave you there with no way to exit it until you hang up. I did have it set up to do echo clap because Quinn gave me so much heck for not having echo clap on my PBX anywhere. And if you know what echo clap is, you've worked in a place where you've had to sit on hold for way too long. If you don't know what echo clap is, designed by a Cisco engineer a long time ago for them to throw into their phone systems, just as a generic hold music that they could have the rights to. And you'll recognize it when you hear it. It's pretty much universally loved or loathed, depending on who you are, and on almost every phone system in some capacity. And I grew tired of that though, so I changed it over to an online stream of a local radio station that does mostly a lot of indie artists and some talk radio kind of stuff. I'm not using it for commercial purposes. This system truly is mostly just my lab, and the only people who have the number are the people at work to dial me for on-call purposes. So when they dial it, if they hit the option to hear hold music, I have it set to, if you're not internal to my PBX, to give you echo clap, which is license free. If you are internal to the PBX, aka me in my own house, because I'm the only other person that has an extension on this right now, is I will then hear the music. This has given me a great understanding though of how PBXs, SIP protocols, and other things work. I've dealt with a lot of that over the years of my job from a transport and provider atmosphere, but never from a client and user atmosphere. And now I'm learning all this stuff as a client user. And it is quite fascinating. Sarris Bowen's bike rack for the back of my car. I just haven't thrown it on in a while because it's been cold in winter. But now that it's summer or springish again, I think I'm gonna throw the bike rack on the back of my car, throw my bike on there. I need to get a new lock for it so someone doesn't just walk up and steal it. The old one I had lost the key for. Yeah, I did that. So I need to get a new lock for it so I can lock it up there. And then that way, whenever I go somewhere, I'd be like, yeah, I got a little bit of time. It's a nice day. Let me ride my bike around. And they ride the bike around. Bike, on the other hand, nothing special. It's just a Schwinn generic, probably bought from like Target or Walmart. I don't know. I bought it from a friend for like $50 when he was moving away to Washington State. That Schwinn though, for like the last God, how long have I had it now? I got it in 2000. I've had that bike for almost 10 years, and he had the bike for at least 5. That bike is almost 15 years old now. And the only thing I've actually done to it was I replaced the handlebars, because he replaced the handlebars and put like some old-fashioned high-angled, like we're riding peacefully around the boardwalk kind of handlebars on it. And then I threw more like serious mountain biking, kind of short grip, short throw onto it. So I didn't have much to worry about for weight, distance, friction or anything going along with it. But then again, I also did a little more serious street biking and mountain biking until I developed diverticulitis and had to go to the hospital for a while. That kind of set things on a bad course after that, because I kind of gave up on eating healthy or staying in decent shape. I mean, round is a nice shape, and I'm pretty round right now. Bulbous and smooth. But now that the boy is interested in biking as well, I would like to get him a decent mountain bike here soon. Maybe for his birthday coming up later this year. And maybe trick my bike out a little bit more, make it a little more sturdier. Maybe get new tires for it, new inner tube and tires. And see if we can take all this stuff out for some good old mountain biking. Oh man, it's a Volkswagen Bug with a roof rack. Oh man, that's a nice car behind it too. I didn't catch what it was though. That's more interesting. But I like bugs. But who doesn't? Kirby for life, yo. 34. Or no, 43. So we were talking about the FBI and the CIA at work earlier today, and someone made a statement about the CIA having a file on them, and I jumped in that conversation and said, no, that's not true. They would never have a file on you. Now, what they might have is a file that contains you in it, because the CIA cannot operate inside the U.S. border. They can acquire information about you by proxy through another investigation if you get involved in something that involves an investigation overseas, but they cannot directly investigate you or obtain information on you on purpose. They can ask another entity for their information as a part of their ongoing investigation for this other person of interest or group that is of interest that you may be associated to and get information about you and how you are involved with it for their investigation through another party, such as the FBI or something. But they cannot directly acquire that information about you on purpose. And then they asked me, how do you know this stuff? Like, when you have a position like mine in the world, you just gotta know those kind of things, man. You gotta know who and what is responsible for anything that you may ever end up getting involved with. They're like, what kind of stuff did you used to do before this? And I was like, I used to bounce at a bar. So you went from bouncing at a bar to doing high-end transport network between carriers and stuff? I was like, yes, I did. That's me. What does bars have to do with knowing about the CIA and the FBI and the Illuminati? You don't want to know, sir. You just don't want to know. The answer's nothing. But you just don't want to know. And that's the story of how people realize, I know way too much stuff about way too many things. And none of it is really beneficial to me in any way. Man, is this, these white trash pieces of trash up here got to be doing some stupid shit in the middle of the road again like they were this morning? Yeah, if you didn't see that, go back and watch this morning's drive and how pissed off I was with those guys. Whew. Cussing up a storm like a sailor. Well, my stream got ended right before I was going to end it anyways. I guess you didn't hear me complain about the white trash piece of shit up there behind me. Well then, I'll tell you what. I'm pulling here. I'm going to park my car. Say some prayers, eat my vitamins. I'm not going to say prayers. I don't fucking say prayers. Deuces to you.